What I want to do today is something I like to do this time of year, every year, with all the little boys and girls, is sit around and read from the book, one of my favorite books, Shut Up and Wait. This book is one of the reasons why I was able to retire early. It is simple enough for somebody like me to understand, being written for kids and all. So let's jump right in. The book, Shut Up and Wait. How the average individual can reach financial freedom in 10 years or less and make work completely optional, even if you're not starting from the best position. Written by Space Monkey. Chapter 1. Most of us have a person like this in our lives. But today, Chapter 1 is going to cover the story of little Stephanie. Little Stephanie is like that person that's in your life. That person who says, I can never buy a house. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no credit. Well, she's probably right. I was like little Stephanie, a little over 10 years ago. Didn't have money, didn't have credit. Got laid off from law enforcement. Found out about $89,000 in bad debt in my name that I didn't know existed until the divorce, and was a single parent with 3 kids. So what does the book tell Stephanie to do? Step 1 for Stephanie is to increase your income, meaning work more, work overtime, develop a side hustle, learn a skill to become more attractive to your employer to get a raise or a promotion, or maybe change companies to make more money. And then shut up and wait. Of course, Stephanie doesn't have a credit score. She just started thinking about it. The book says, maybe Stephanie should look up some old Graham Stephan or Meet Kevin videos from 2017 or 2018 and start working on credit. Automate payments. Spend less than 10% on your credit card so that your credit utilization is as low as possible. Increase your credit limit without increasing your spending to improve your credit utilization. And then shut up and wait. If you start today, yes, you're not going to buy a property tomorrow, Stephanie, but you might in 2 years. Those 2 years are going to happen whether you shut up and wait or not. Chapter 2. This is for little Johnny. Little Johnny says, but I don't want to own a rental. I don't like people. For some reason, he has a weird accent. So what does the book of Shut Up and Wait tell little Johnny, who doesn't want to own a rental? Buy stocks, Johnny. Shut up and wait. Read chapter 1 and listen to what Stephanie was supposed to do about increasing income and improving her credit score. But increase your income and don't increase your expenses so that you have more money to buy stocks with. Here is how stocks have worked. The best performing stock portfolios, according to a study, belonged to people who were dead. The second best performing stock portfolios belonged to people who forgot they had them. The third, and you can Google this, the third highest performing stock portfolios were operated by a cat named Orlando. Buy stocks, and to steal a quote from the Emperor's New Groove, no touchy, and then shut up and wait. Compound interest doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. Chapter 3 has an image. Looking at this chart, looking and thinking of only rents, I want Johnny and Stephanie to think of rents versus mortgage, not just rents alone. That yes, since 1998, this chart doesn't look good for the renter. Would you rather be paying rent or collecting it? Over time, a person's mortgage can increase a little. Your property taxes can go up, your insurance can go up. As a side note, in 2022, my property insurances, almost all of them, went up by 80%. 80% increase, which was about $60 a month. $60 a month versus this increase that we're getting here. Have rents ever gone down? Looking at this chart, doesn't seem like it. The second image on the same page goes back to 1940. So this is historical rent data since 1940. Does it seem to make sense to rent and plan for the next 40 years for that to be your smartest choice? What happened in 2020 to people's mortgages? If you bought a house, you got a 3% interest rate, maybe even better. But if you owned houses before 2020, while these rents were going up on these charts, continuing to go up since 2020, actually significantly more than what these charts show, most people refinanced in 2020 and their mortgages went down. I had some mortgages go from $1,700 a month to $1,300 a month. Now, here's the question for Johnny and Stephanie as we gather around the book of Shut Up and Wait. When my mortgages went down, did my tenants' rents go down? No, because your expenses do not impact rents. We don't get to say my property taxes and my homeowner's insurance went up by 80%, so I need to raise the rent. That's not how it works. If your expenses in any way impacted your rents, a paid off property and a property with a mortgage would rent for different amounts. If you're renting right now, do you even know if your owner has a mortgage? Here's what shutting up and waiting gets you with rents. And this is not how I look at it, but this is how it's in the book of Shut Up and Wait. At retirement age, the reason I don't look at it this way in the book of Shut Up and Wait is I don't think retirement should be an age, it's a number. An amount of income that comes in every month that we don't have to sell our lives for 1 hour at a time is when we can retire. But at retirement age, according to the book of Shut Up and Wait, is 65. Some of us have to shut up and wait longer than others to reach 65. But the average net worth in the United States at the age of 65 for somebody who is a homeowner, I'm not even talking investor with rentals, just a homeowner, is $221,000. Not enough to retire on, but it's a significant amount. The average net worth of somebody who's been renting, who saw the charts on what happened to rents over the years, $6,800. You've heard around of F around and find out? How about shut up and wait and find out? If you don't get on the property ladder, if you don't start investing, your net worth at retirement age can be around your monthly income at retirement age. And to wrap up the chapters in the book of Shut Up and Wait, do you want to work until you die? That took a morbid turn for kids. Shut up and wait. Do you want to retire early and make work optional? There's a list. Increase your income. Develop a side hustle. Work overtime. Learn a skill to become more attractive to your employer and make more money. Possibly change companies. Then shut up and wait. Work on your credit score Because a better credit score will get you more loan options and a better interest rate on some loans that you are going to get, even if you are not an investor. And then shut up and wait. Save and invest the difference. As you increase your income and increase your credit score, do not increase your spending. Shut up and wait. Repeat the process. Financial freedom will not happen tomorrow. This is not fast. It's not sexy. But if you start today, financial freedom will happen in a decade or less. 2034 is going to happen, whether you shut up and wait or not. Maybe you should start investing like it. Until my next video, thanks for coming to my Dion Talk. Hope to see all of the members in the members only course video that's happening here in about 30 minutes. Have a very Merry Christmas.